In today's video, we're going to cover almost every single item from the first part of the Fear of God Essentials Spring Collection. To be honest with you guys, I'm not even going to tell you guys the grand total of today's video. You guys can add it up when I tell you the price of each individual item because it's quite a lot. But you know what you guys can do to help me out is hit that subscribe button down below, leave a thumbs up on today's video, and let me know down in the comment section below if you picked up anything from this collection or any Essentials collection in the past. As always, I got timestamps below for you guys so you can skip ahead to the part that you're most interested in, but I recommend watching the full video because this collection was honestly huge. First up, let's go over the 3 official colorways from the drop. The first colorway we have up is Iron. As you guys can see, it's basically a faded black wash. When I hold it up against my core collection stretch limo, you can see here it's definitely lighter in comparison. Next up, we have the Wheat colorway, which is my favorite out of the entire collection. This one is definitely lighter than Moss and a few other colors that I've released in the past. And last up, we have Seafoam. In my opinion, this is actually lighter than Sage Green and Pistachio. Next up, I'm going to talk about the packaging real quick. The Essentials packaging now features a darker tint than it had in the past. We still have the small Essentials writing centered in the front though. Now let's go over one of the biggest changes from this drop, which is the logo itself. As you guys can see from the Essentials core collection, we had the small crest on the left side, and in the past we had the huge Essentials writing on the front and in the back. However, in this collection we actually have 1977 branded across the front. This is to represent the year that Jerry was born. Unlike previous collections that used to feature a small branding on the left sleeve, we have no branding on either sleeve in this collection. Unlike the rubberized logos that were raised in the past or screen printed onto the hoodie, these ones actually feel more like felt. The other logo that's actually featured in this collection is a centerized Essentials Fear of God branding with the same rubberized 3D raised font that we've seen in the past. Unlike the previous collections where it was very loud and prominent, it's actually very small and just kind of centered in a tonal font in the middle of a hoodie. Now let's get on to trying each and every single one of the pieces that I picked up. Granted, there's a few pieces missing, but I have pretty much the entire collection with me today. As I try on each and every single piece for you guys, I'm going to talk about the price I paid for it and the sizing as well, so you don't have to worry about it. In terms of my dimensions, I am 5'5", 135 pounds, and I have a slim build. Now that all that's out of the way, let's get into the items. What you guys are seeing on screen right now is the new 1977 Essentials hoodie. This is a size extra small, it's in the Iron colorway, and it came up to 150 Canadian dollars before taxes. Now I feel like this hoodie is slightly tapered compared to the hoodies I've released in the past, and I'm going to show you guys a comparison with the core collection hoodie a little bit later. I still size down on this hoodie over here. If you guys want something that fits a little bit slimmer, then I do recommend going one size down from your regular size, but if you want a more relaxed fit, then go true to size. My true size is size small, but I went extra small in the hoodies. I just give the cuff a little bit of a roll to give it a nice crop look. I feel like going one size down in the Essentials hoodies is the type of look that I'm trying to achieve. Like I said, if you want a baggier look, then just go true to size. Even though we're missing the branding on the sleeve, we still have the rubberized Essentials tag on the hood. Originally, I didn't know how to feel about the 1977 branding across the hoodie because I have no association to the year, but overall it does look decent. If I had to choose between the Wheat colorway and the Iron one, I would definitely choose the Wheat colorway because I think that's the best color out of this entire collection. Next, let's have a look at the 1977 Raw Edge sweater. This is a size extra small, it's in a Wheat colorway, and it came in at 120 Canadian dollars. With this piece here, I was pleasantly surprised with the overall fit. The arms are perfect for my length. If you are on the longer side, they're definitely going to be a little bit shorter on you. I love the raw edges on the sleeve and at the bottom of the sweater. It looks really good in my opinion. Now the one thing that I was worried about with this piece over here was the raw edge neckline. I honestly thought it was going to be a super deep neckline, but overall I was pleasantly surprised with the fit. The neckline does have a single stitch to it, so I don't know how much it's actually going to fray over time. The fit is very similar to the previous knit collection items I've dropped in the past, minus the cuffs on the waistband and also on the sleeves. Now if you are taller, then you might have to go true to size on this piece over here because it might be a little bit too cropped for you. But if you are on the shorter side, I definitely recommend going one size down because it does fit a little bit loose. This knit fabric is also going to stretch out over time, so it's definitely going to be a lot looser from the time you bought it. Overall, this silhouette was a nice addition to the Fear of God Essentials line. What you're seeing on screen right now is my favorite item out of the entire lookbook, the Rugby Polo. It features the 1977 branding across the front. This is a size extra small, and it came in at 100 Canadian dollars. This is in an Iron color with a contrasting white collar. Now there's a reason I went 2 sizes down, because the models on Essence are actually wearing a size small. Since Rugby Polos are already oversized, going down 2 sizes will actually give you a more true to size fit. If you want something slightly baggier and oversized, go down 1 size from your true size. One thing to note about this polo over here is that it only has 1 button. So once you unbutton it, it's going to be entirely open. If you're uncomfortable with that look, then you might want to avoid this polo over here. But I do feel like it has a nice opening on it, so it's not too extreme. Now I really like this item, but it reminds me of my old high school uniform. Overall, I'm on the fence about this here. I really do like it, but I want to see if it fits into my everyday wardrobe. This might be one of those one-off pieces that I only wear occasionally. Overall, I really like the look of it, and it does have a preppy aesthetic to it. This is definitely something I'd expect from mainline and not the essentials line, so I'm really glad we got something like this in the essentials collection. Next, let's have a look at the 1977 Knit Hoodie. This here is a size extra small. It's in the wheat colorway, and it came in at 155 Canadian dollars. Now, unfortunately, if you're on the shorter side, this isn't really going to fit you that great. I do recommend going a size down for everybody because the knit fabric does stretch out over time. Similar to the knit items I've released in the past, they kept the cuffs on the sleeve, but unlike the other knit hoodies, they actually have a raw edge. Now, if you are on the shorter side, you're definitely going to have to crop this and cut it yourself, but if you don't want to go through all that hassle, just avoid this piece. Overall, this has a really nice weight and feel to it on body, but since we are getting into the warmer months now, I don't know how much use you're actually going to get out of it. This item was really just a hit or miss depending on your body type, so like I said, if you're on the shorter side, you might just want to avoid it altogether. What you're seeing on screen right now is the cable knit turtleneck. It's in the seafoam colorway. This is a size extra small, and it came in at 180 Canadian dollars. Now for this item here, I definitely recommend going down 2 whole sizes. Yep, that's right, 2 sizes, not 1. Unless you're super tall, then I definitely recommend going only 1 size down. I believe the models are 6 feet and they're wearing a size small, so I definitely should have gone to a double extra small and not extra small on this piece. I do like the cable knit pattern on this over here, and I do like the overall weight for it, but I feel like this is more of a winter piece than it is a spring item. Now I was really excited for this piece over here, but overall the length just doesn't fit my body type. The bottom does feature a raw hem, and I don't actually recommend DIYing and cropping this piece yourself or trying to hem it because it might throw off the cable knit pattern and it might come apart. On the back of the turtleneck, you'll see the rubberized essentials branding. I really wanted to love this piece and show you guys how to style it, but it just isn't right for my dimensions. Now, if I was to style this piece over here, I'd actually throw on an overcoat in a black color, and I'll throw on some black sweatpants as well for a little more casual fear of God aesthetic. If I was going to dress this up, I'd switch out the sweatpants for some chinos. What you guys are seeing on screen right now is the Relaxed Hoodie in the wheat colorway. This is a size extra small, and it came in at 130 Canadian dollars. Now, unlike the previous hoodies, this actually features a small essentials fear of God branding centered towards the upper part of the chest. I really wish they didn't make this a relaxed hoodie with an open bottom. If it was in the regular sizing, I feel like this would have sold out instantly. Now, this one here is an extra small, and I did size down. I don't think I could have gone 2 sizes down on it because the head opening was really tight on the extra small in comparison to the regular hoodie. I really don't understand why it was so hard to squeeze my head through this opening over here, but it is what it is. Now, just like the basic hoodies, it does feature cuffs on the sleeve, and it does feature an open bottom. Now, this one actually doesn't feature a raw edge at the bottom. It's actually completely sewn. However, it doesn't have a cuff to it. Now, if you are on the shorter side, you are going to have to crop this piece or hem it. If you want to avoid that hassle, just avoid this item. This hoodie does feature a nice relaxed fit to it, but the length is just a little bit too awkward for my body type. What you're seeing on screen right now is the most expensive item out of the entire drop, which is the Pullover Jacket. This is in the iron colorway. I went with a size extra small, and it came in at 330 Canadian dollars. The zipper on this jacket doesn't go all the way down. It stops about at the halfway point. This might be a little too thick for the spring collection, but it's a solid winter jacket. It has a nice crop look to it, and there's actually a zipper on the side to loosen it up a bit. It's important to note that the zipper is only on one side and not on both sides. Now, you can go 1 size down if you plan to wear thin layers under it, but if you plan to layer some thick items, then I definitely recommend going true to size on this item. Overall, it's a solid jacket, but I definitely would choose my North Face jacket over this one over here. What you're seeing on screen right now is the 1977 Crewneck. This is in the wheat colorway. It's a size extra small, and it came in at 120 Canadian dollars. Similar to the hoodies, if you want a slimmer look, go 1 size down, and if you want a more relaxed fit, go true to size. I love the neckline on the crew necks because it fits more like a mock neck. Similar to the hoodies, we have the 1977 branding across the center, no essentials branding on the sleeves, but we do have a tonal rubberized tag on the back. Overall, this is very similar to items I've released in previous Fear of God Essentials collections, except with a new logo. So if you're looking for a logo refresh, then this might be an item for you. Next up, we have the Essentials Seafoam Sweatpants in a size extra small, and these cost 140 Canadian dollars. Now, in terms of the sizing and fit, nothing has really changed from the previous collections in my opinion. If you guys want something that's a little bit slimmer or skinnier, then I recommend going 1 size down from your true size. If you want something that's a little bit baggier, then go true to size. As I mentioned, this is an extra small, so if I wanted something that's a little bit looser, I would have gone to a size small. In terms of the branding, we still have that rubberized tag in the center where your crotch is, and then we have the Essentials branding on the lower left leg. Now, these sweatpants actually don't feature any back pockets, just the 2 in the front. Now, I knew someone out there was going to have this question: is the sizing different on the 1977 sweatpants versus the ones with just the Essentials on the lower left leg? No, it's not. This one here is also a size extra small. This is the iron colorway, and they also cost $140, just like the previous ones that you guys saw in the seafoam colorway. As you guys can see here, aside from the branding change, there's nothing different about the fit. Now in terms of the logo placement, I do like the 1977 branding on the upper left leg, in comparison to the seafoam sweatpants which I showed earlier with the logo on the lower left leg. What you guys are seeing on screen right now is the Relaxed Sweatpants with the 1977 branding. This is in the iron colorway, it's a size extra small, and it came in at 130 Canadian dollars. Since I'm 5'5", these are on the longer side for me because there's no scrunch at the bottom to stop it. I ended up folding one leg to show you guys how it would look if I hemmed it, and I left the other leg as is. Overall, it's a pretty decent fit, and for the people that actually want their pants to drape over their shoes, it's a good look. Since they are on the relaxed side, I do recommend going one size down from your true size. Since it is an elastic waist, it is quite forgiving. They're a decent pair of sweatpants, but for my body type, I'll stick to the ones that have a scrunch on it. Now there's only 2 pockets on these sweatpants, there's none in the back, just the 2 on the side. Now that we've gone over every single piece in this collection, I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts and opinions. Now to be honest with you guys, I thought the collection was just decent and nothing too crazy. Granted, we had a lot of variety this time and that was nice to see. The other plus point was actually Jerry creating an affordable line to mainline. In my opinion, this was decent for people that wanted to get that mainline aesthetic without having to pay the mainline prices. Now is the average consumer going to buy those pieces that resemble mainline? Probably not. As you guys see online right now, there's quite a few pieces that are still sitting on the Essence website. But the ones that are nearly sold out or sold out are the t-shirts, shorts, and hoodies. Basically everything that we've had in the previous Essentials collections. These are the items that the average person is looking for and is used to. Now, to be honest with you guys, this collection really wasn't for short people like me. Aside from the basic items that we've seen in the past, most of the newer items were on the longer side. I went down to extra small, and in some items I even went down to extra small, and they were still pretty long. Now you can definitely DIY these items to give it a crop look or cut it yourself, especially for the ones with a raw hem. But if you're 5'6" and under and you want it to fit straight out of the bag, you're probably out of luck. Now let's talk about the weight real quick. This is definitely on the lighter side, and it makes sense because it's a spring-summer collection. I'd say the weight is very similar to the one I'm wearing right now from the core collection. But if you're going to compare it to the previous drops, like the ones with the Essentials writing branded across the front, this is definitely on the lighter side in comparison. Now in terms of quality, I was kind of disappointed by the amount of loose threads that I found on every single item. Almost every single item I pulled out of the bag had at least 2 to 3 loose strings just hanging on it. Now this might be nitpicking, but if I'm paying $140 for a hoodie, I expect it to have no loose threads on it. Now in terms of everything that's dropped so far, I have to give this collection a 7 out of 10. You might have a different rating, so let me know what it is down in the comment section below. Now that pretty much wraps it up for today's video, guys, but let me know what you guys thought of the collection down in the comment section below. You guys might have noticed that the background is a little different. Let me know what you guys actually think of it in comparison to the old one. I think this is a lot more cozier and a little more inviting compared to what I did in the past. Creating content is something I truly enjoy doing, so thank you to all of you that watch my videos, and we gained almost 1,000 subscribers this month. That is crazy to me. So welcome to all the new people on this channel, and thank you guys for being part of my journey on my road to 10K. Thank you guys once again for watching today's video, and as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.